tonight's live stream. We got the sun behind me. I don't know what to do about that. It's just gonna have to, the sun is just gonna have to be there behind me. Let me just find it on here. And then we will get started. Okay, first person here is Adonis. Does Vivi still care about me and feelings towards me? She does still care about you. I don't know what happened between the two of you that's thrown your situation or relationship out of whack, but she does still care about you. And divine timing may bring the two of you either back in communication with one another, and the hard work that you put in will come back to you, feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. The love cup is full. She thinks that you're strong, independent, reliable, caring, kind-hearted, and she thinks that the two of you have a great connection. So it just may be, things just may have to unravel through divine timing, and which is good and it sucks at the same time. But yeah, she definitely still cares for you. Empress, will I get a full-time job offer by the end of this month or November? Okay. I think that you'll get a full-time job before the end of this month. Maybe you won't start until November. What's the blue light over my eyebrow? I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to live with the sun and the blue light. That's funny though, right? I don't know. Red, how will KM and CB do? How will KM and CB do? Okay. I don't know what the situation is. Like as far as how well will they do with what? But let's see. Okay, whatever the situation is, it could be a struggle first, but then there's success. And then there's the hard work they put in pays off, and there's success that comes. But it could be somewhat of a struggle in the beginning, or right now, or a struggle before success. Noonan. Oh, my vacation's good. I'm going home tomorrow though. So tomorrow night, I'll be home to do the live stream. And that'll probably be the only live stream of the day. Anyway. And then I think I'm going to put some sales up tomorrow, like for Friday and Saturday. Anyhow, let me get back to business here. Noonan, would it be better for me to be roommates with William or Elise? Okay, William. Elise. William. William. Lee. Will Isaac the Gemini reach out to me, and why did he ghost me? He's coming up as undecided. I don't see communication coming in anytime soon. It seems like he got distracted and other things took priority. That's why he ghosted you. Yeah. I don't see communication coming in right now, but that doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that you're not going to hear from him ever. It's just going to take a long time. Ghosters are usually like that. They're cowards. UAF, how will I feel about the new schedule? I think initially you may feel stuck, and then you'll feel like things have transformed for the better. You get used to it, and you may actually like it better. But at first you may feel like, I don't know, it just may be a change, or a shift or a change that may be something you have to get used to. And then once you do, I think you're going to like it better. Mr. Maurice, hi. The outlook in general, what do you see? Okay, let's see. Outlook in general. Pretty good. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business will pay off and come back to you. Success is coming in. Negativity is moving into the past. Any disagreements, arguments, disputes are all resolving themselves and moving into the past. A water sign could enter that could be of significance, or there may be a water sign around you that's significant. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Looks like you may have a little bit of travel in your near future. It also looks like a wish comes true. You could be taking a road trip. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Serves you well, and you're prepared and excited for the future. Looks like between now and the end of the year, you should be doing well. You may be feeling better. You may be feeling financially a little bit more stable, and you also may have time for travel and rest. Noonan, Marcus's current thoughts about me. Marcus's current thoughts about me. Thinks that you're kind, caring, intuitive, intelligent, and smart. Thinks you're attractive, happy, outgoing, fun to be around, and there's room for growth, change, and transformation around the situation. Queen. I'll go back to my normal schedule. Should resume on Saturday. It was nothing to worry about. I figured so. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's one less thing we got to worry about. Love. I don't see it yet. Let me do Noonan. How will Marcus feel that I have a male roommate? Not thrilled. Not thrilled. Like, he may be overthinking things. He could also feel negatively about it. Oh well, it's too bad. UAF General Order. Disappointments around work are moving into the past. It looks like you got a new beginning around work, feeling a little bit more financially stable. You may really like the people that you're working with. Balance comes back to your life. You may also be given some choices around work. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. And with the Six of Pentacles, you may feel like you're being better compensated and better respected. Noonan, is my job worried that I'm going to quit? Yes, a little bit. Love Tulip. I got to see NJ last night. How is he feeling about us? He was really loving, and I just hope that he asks me for a formal date. Well, he seems to be happy about whatever went on last night. It seems like communication looks like it's coming in pretty strong. It looks like you should be seeing him again soon. Looks like he's got a lot of respect for you, or that the relationship is well functioning. Things look good right now. Oh, the weird blue light. There it is. I wonder what's causing it. Weird, right? What is she doing in there? She's supposed to be going to sleep. Queen Mother, will I pass this test? Will I pass this test? You'll pass it. You will pass it. Lee, when will my ex Libra reach out to me? I don't see communication coming in anytime soon. It looks like this person has turned and walked away, and there's some negativity around the situation. And you may have to reach out to them. I wouldn't wait on them if you want to talk to them, because it doesn't look like they're reaching out anytime soon. And it could be quite a wait. Queen, how are my instructors feeling about the outcome? They're okay. They're okay. Somebody may have be a little salty about it, but I don't think that they really thought that anything was going to come of it. And maybe it's something that happens frequently. I don't know, but they're okay with it for right now. Let's see what happens moving forward. Unit, is William obsessed with me? I don't think so. Julie, when will I hear from C? Could be by the weekend, sometime over the weekend. Juliet, how's the investigation meeting going to go for me? How's the investigation meeting going to go for me? It's going to go okay. It may be kind of tedious. It also may be very stressful, but it's going to go okay. Julie, what did C do today and is doing now? I think he had work today. I think he spent time today working or working on something like that took all day if he wasn't physically at work. But he must have been at work. He must have been at work, and I think he's home now doing nothing. Maybe resting or watching TV or something like that. Lee, can you tell me who's coming my way in love? An earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Maybe brand new energy that comes in towards maybe the middle of November. Cause for celebration comes in around an earth sign that may be somewhat of a creative type, or there may be some kind of a creative project that they do that's like important to them, or maybe you meet them through some sort of creative way. Hi J.A. UAF, why does CH act that way when I talk to them? Why does CH act that way when I talk to them? They got sharp energy. They come up as somebody that's very sharp. Their personality just comes off as very sharp with all these swords. They seem to have a lot of respect for you. They just may have a very sharp edge And they don't seem to be very, I don't know if they don't have, it's not that they don't have a way with words. I don't know, just seem to be very sharp, or they don't communicate well. I don't know. I don't even think that they're a difficult person. I just think that they're very sharp or abrasive. Abrasive, I think that's the word. It's just how they are. And they're probably like that to everyone. But I think that once you get to know this person, or you get to know them better, you won't find it so abrasive. Georgia, what did the Virgo mean by that odd message just now? What did that Virgo mean by the odd message? All right, I don't know what the message was, but it comes up that they're either trying to be funny, or they're trying to make an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you're just not getting it. It's probably because it's through text message. It doesn't make any sense. If whatever it is, if they said it to you in person, you probably would understand what it means. I would ask them. I would just ask them, "What do you mean by this? I don't get it." UAF. It reminds me of my yoga teacher. I could see how people that didn't know her would think that she was abrasive. Like, there was one night where we were doing some kind of a workshop. I don't remember. Meditation, it may have been. Meditation workshop. And she was teaching the class from like, excuse me, like say the class was like from 6 to 7. And then the workshop was at 7:30. And this room was the class she was teaching, and in this room we were setting up for the meditation. And I came in and I signed in for the meditation, but there was a woman standing in front of me, and then I was behind her, and I was going to sign in for the meditation, but there was no one at the front desk. Being that I worked there, I was just going to go behind the desk and help the woman. But she, teaching the class, was keeping an eye on the lobby because the door was open, and she opened up the door to the yoga studio, and she yelled out at the woman, "Just sign in over there on that sheet, okay, and then go in that room." Sounds really abrasive, right? Can you imagine? Like, here's a yoga studio, right? And she busts over there, "Just sign in over there on that sheet and just go in that other room." But I know her personality, and I know that's how she is. I also understand the situations she's in, because she's trying to make sure that nobody's pulling any funky business in the lobby, which is supposed to be locked while class is in session. But it can't be locked because people are coming in for the workshop, but there's nobody there watching the front desk. And she's got to be, her first priority is the class, right? So I understood why but the woman was like, "Wow, she's pleasant." And I guess when I went behind the desk, the woman realized that I worked there, and she was like, "Oh, maybe it's me, maybe it's me." And I was like, "Nah, it's all right, whatever." But I could understand the way it came off so abrasive, but she wasn't meaning to be abrasive. Like, that's just how she is, and she was always like that. But when you got to know her, you knew that that was just how she was, and you didn't really get offended by it. Her boyfriend, actually, his name is Danny, too. So he used to say to her, "Don't call me out in class. Don't call me out in class. You fucking embarrass me. Let me do what I'm doing and just ignore me." So the class is really full, and I'm in the front row, and he's right behind me. And I was doing something wrong. I don't know what I was doing. And she was like, "Danny, what are you doing?" And I don't know. She's used, like, I don't know. "Come on. What is this?" And he was like, "Shut up." And he said, "What is she?" And then he realized that she was yelling at me. She wasn't yelling at him. But you kind of understand it when you know where it's coming from. And I think that person is similar to this. Anyway, after class. He was like, I told you not to yell at me. She's like, I was yelling at her. Oh my God. But, and I can understand how he could be embarrassed. I didn't care. First of all, I was learning from her, so I felt like definitely correct me because I want to teach right. So if you need to correct something I'm doing, I need to learn it, so I didn't care. But he would get embarrassed. But how funny is that? This phone is so hard to read because it's cracked. You asked, what can you tell me about the new schedule? I think that at first you might not like it, or it may take a minute for you to get used to it. You may feel negative about it. Excuse me. But then I think that you're going to like it better. Looks like cause for celebration comes in, the hard work you put in comes back to you, and things move forward quickly. I also think that changing schedules could be something that may happen every now and again, and you may wind up liking that too. You know, it's nice when things change every once in a while. Brianna, why is Andre being cold towards me? Why is Andre being cold towards me? Feeling a little bit out of balance. He's feeling a little bit weak, and he feels like he needs a little bit of space. I would just give him a little bit of space, and he'll probably just pop right out of it. Love always, general. Life changes for the better for you quickly. You got a little bit of good luck coming in here. Feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Run into somebody from your past. Could be an old friend you haven't seen in a while, and a wish comes true. Capricorn enters that may be of significance. Brianna, does Andre want to get back with his ex, Mackenzie? I don't think so. Sepia, general. Negativity moves into the past. You got money coming in. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Feeling a little bit more financially secure. You may have some choices. Balance comes back to life, and feeling like you're have better business relations on the horizon. A new job opportunity comes in, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief when somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Sepia, love. No longer holding yourself back, a wish comes true. Negativity around love moves into the past, and so does anxiety. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. The hard work you put into love is coming back to you. Looks like the next relationship you enter should be well balanced. Not looking back on the past fondly, eager for things to move forward, and you are heading towards greener pastures. Slow and steady wins the race. Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Divine guidance may also bring a Cancer back to your world, and you may have plenty of choices around love. Sepia, me, and Jonathan. If you've been feeling like, hey, I'm sitting around here waiting for my ship to come in, the weight of the world will melt off your shoulders, and you should feel like you made it to the top of the mountain when communication picks up. Success comes in, and things at least start to get a little bit better with as far as communication is concerned. Sepia, what is the status of William and his girlfriend? I keep getting his son and the other working it out cards. Okay. I don't think they're working things out. Hurt, anxiety, wounds, nothing is changing for the better quickly. Somebody is walking away. And it's not a well-functioning relationship. I don't think that they're working things out. I think it is what it is, and they may just be tolerating one another, but I don't think that relationship is improving. And what is next for me and William? Things should change for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. Happiness comes out around communication. So communication may pick up, and he may tell you what's going on, and then that may make you feel like you have some hope for the future, that maybe something is going to change with this situation. Frustrating thing about these situations is that they can drag on forever, and it's like, why are people staying in situations where they're just not happy? You know, like, life is just too short for that. Julie, does R understand now the reason why we split? Not really, no. No, I don't know. No, he doesn't understand. It's like somewhere in his head, he thinks that you guys are still together, or you're still going to be together. It's like he's convinced himself of that, I think. Cool, Libra. Will I get a car or an SUV soon? I would say before the end of the year you can make that happen. Absolutely. Emma, does Lane want to see me again? Does Lane want to see me again? I think he does. Speak. How does Jasmine feel about me now? Thinks that you're creative, unique, kind-hearted, sincere and stable, attractive, reliable. She may also think that you have a lot of potential. UAF, would I find therapy helpful? I think the key to therapy really is finding the right therapist. That's what I think. Yeah, I think you would find it. I do think that you would find it helpful, but I really think that you have to click with the therapist. Lily, job for the next 2 weeks. Good. No longer feeling stuck. You got some good karma coming back to you. It looks like you have a twist of fate that could end up bringing in a lot of money, feeling strong, stable, secure, and self-confident, and no longer holding yourself back. Ashley, is the Capricorn upset with Virgo? Is Capricorn upset with Virgo? No, I don't think so. Odd wound, general. Got money coming in. Got a new business opportunity, some stable work, some nice stuff happening here around money. Feeling like life has come back into balance and you might have some choices. Nine of Wands, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief, especially around finances. Cause for celebration comes in. You're no longer holding yourself back. Got some new energy coming in around you. A Libra, a Leo, and a Virgo. Maybe thinking about going back to school or taking up a new area of study. If you decide to do it, it would work out well for you. Cinnamon, next 48 hours for me. Next 48 hours for me. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It also looks like you're no longer holding yourself back. You can be spending time with a Leo. You also have a Virgo around. Maybe making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Lemon, love. Arguments, disagreements, and disappointments resolve themselves and move into the past. Communication comes in from somebody that you've been hoping to hear from. If you're not with anyone right now, fire sign enters: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like the next relationship you enter, if you're not in one right now, will be well functioning, probably with that fire sign. Balance comes back to your life and a committed relationship is on the horizon when you listen to your intuition. I'm thinking fire sign. Ariane, general. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life. Life changes for the better for you quickly. You're no longer holding yourself back. Perseverance pays off and you're moving on to greener pastures. Listen to your intuition. Love tulip. Love. A wish comes true around love. Things start to move forward with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It also looks like you're no longer holding yourself back. You may decide to explore options. Just until you get a commitment, you can continue to see whoever you want, and you could have 2 other water signs around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So altogether, 3 water signs. Snow White, love. You've got the world at your feet. Perseverance pays off. And life changes for the better for you quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, you can expect a new journey on the horizon with the type of person you want, you can manifest. Looks like it may be an Aries or a Taurus that comes in, but you have the ability to manifest exactly what you want, so put it out into the universe. Jade. Why is E the Taurus going to reach out? Why is E the Taurus going to reach out? The cards indicate that there's no communication. This person is the Hermit. Communication doesn't come in quick, and the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So I would say they're not reaching out. If they are reaching out, my readings aren't showing it. So if somebody else has told you that, I would ask them, because I'm not getting that. If you want to speak to this person, you may have to reach out to them. Sepia, William bought me a huge, beautiful bouquet of flowers. How did he feel after he saw my reaction? Well, the cards indicate he was listening to his intuition and he felt happy, or there's happiness around this bouquet of flowers. I mean, how could you not be happy when you get flowers? Like flowers, well, I don't like flowers, but I do like flowers. forget about that. I think that overall around the situation, there was happiness. His intentions behind it were good. Cause for celebration comes in. And it should lead to more happiness. Not that I think he's going to go out and buy flowers every single day, but he liked that it made you happy and it felt good for him to do something like that. Mariana, general for the rest of the week. Things move forward for you pretty quickly. It looks like you've got the world at your feet. Success comes in. Around feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Looks like you have some money coming in. Maybe taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And life should change for you for the better super quick. Should be a nice week. Question, is Wednesday soon enough to ask the manager to move to the 2-bedroom? Yes. Yes, I think so. Speak knowledge. Is Jasmine have deep feelings about me? I would say that she has an interest, but I can't tell you that she has deep feelings, not yet. I don't think you're at that point yet with her. Mariana, PayPal. PayPal general. I mean love. Get it together. Get it together. If you're in a relationship right now or a situation, looks like communication will pick up and there is happiness that could come of it. The sun is in reverse. It might take time to get there, but you could have to lay down the law, set up boundaries. And you may feel as if the relationship is totally out of whack and out of balance. If you feel like you're putting in too much effort and you're not getting enough back in return, pull your energy way back for a little while. You might need to kind of get the balance back. UAF general regarding apps Saturday. Well, whatever goes on Saturday, it should go well. Somebody should make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. You're feeling prepared and you're feeling passionate. It also looks like there's a new beginning on the horizon and you're not holding yourself back. Although you may have decisions to make or decisions may come up and you might be undecided, which is fine with me because Mercury is still retrograde, so it's not a good time to make any serious decisions anyway. But it should go well. Julie, will C tell me his feelings for me, and if so, when? Yes, but I'm not seeing it coming in anytime soon. It's going to take time. Maybe before the end of the year. Lady, what will happen after ES and I meet again? I don't know what the situation is, but I would be careful with this situation because there's arguments around it. There's deceit around it. I wouldn't expect anything to change for the better quickly, and there could be a tower moment. I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but it just may not live up to your expectations. Speak knowledge. Will my sister find a job soon? Yeah, I'm going to say sometime before the end of November. Georgia, Virgo's intentions in the near future. They seem to be prepared to put in a little bit more effort, but you still may find them to be very slow and steady wins the race. And you may be annoyed with them, I don't know, you might not be feeling as if, like, you may feel like they just don't put in enough effort, and they're gonna feel like they're putting in more effort. I mean, they could be putting in more effort, but it still might not be enough. UAF, will we end up at the apartments from Saturday or other? Okay, from Saturday. Other. I think it's from Saturday. Saturday comes up higher than other. Julie, how's the energy in my living and dining room area now? Good, son. Happiness, very good. You did a good job. Great. Anonymous, I went today and that is what it was. I told him I was wondering if he thought I was lying. I don't think he thinks you're lying. Was it what I said with the CP? What I said in the email last night? I don't think he thinks you're lying, no. No, because you're not lying. If you were lying, he would know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Jay, me and Brianna. But back to Anonymous, you know, I feel like you shouldn't have had to work so hard to get that answer. Do you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to go to more appointments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Freaking doctors. Okay, Jay, you may feel as if the relationship comes back into balance, or it's a little bit better functioning when you get a new beginning on the horizon and you're both prepared to put in a little bit more effort. Now, will my older brother Art, the Scorpio, get a job after his interview tomorrow for senior accountant? I think he will get. I think he's getting a job soon. I don't know that they're going to offer him the job tomorrow afternoon, but he's got a job coming in soon. Yeah, but like, right. I mean, they did a lot of tests, but not the right ones. Because it's like, they came back with nothing, and it's like there was obviously something. And that's like one of the first things that you, like, that's usually the first go-to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just pisses me off. Denise, am I getting stalked on social media? Everyone that has social media is being stalked. That's the whole purpose of social media. You put pictures up there because you want people to look at them. People look at them. So are you being stalked? Yes. Everybody, like, that's just what happens. And the people that are stalking you are probably people that in a million years you would never think of. Yeah. Anyone that has social media is being stalked. That's the purpose of it. That's why you put it up there. So yeah, there are people looking at it, absolutely. I told him, I was like, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to get you to talk to me. I just wanted you to know. And what did he say? What did he say to that? I feel like it just irritates me that you had to keep going back, because that should have been, like, that's usually a go-to, you know. It fucking pisses me off. Anyway, I just shut my mouth. Vicky, general for tomorrow and the weekend. We got nice planetary stuff happening tomorrow. I think Jupiter is sextiling the sun. We got nice stuff happening tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow and the weekend. You could have some money that comes in. You may feel like the hard work you put into something pays off financially. It also looks like you could have a new beginning on the horizon around work, school, or business. Slow and steady wins the race. Otherwise, but it looks like, I don't know, it could be a new business or job opportunity that comes in. A disappointment moves into the past, and you may be feeling prepared for life to move forward this weekend. Looks like somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Medusa, does he recently have a girlfriend, or he truly has feelings for me? Okay. Does he currently have a girlfriend? Does he have feelings for me? I think that there are other people. I think he has other interests. I think that you may be one of his interests, but I think that he may be exploring options at this point. It doesn't look like he has a steady girlfriend, but it looks like there's options around him. Hannah, why can't I let go of Kay? Because you haven't moved on to something else. That's why. Nobody ever really seems to get over that one person until they meet somebody else. Once they meet someone else, they usually don't care anymore. It just turns the page. So nobody of significance has come in. That's why you're still kind of stuck. Unfortunately, it could also be synergistic. You know, it's like you keep telling yourself, I can't get over this, I can't get over this, I can't get over this. Then that you're not looking at other people, or you're not interested in other people, and all you're thinking about is him, so nobody else comes in, so you're still stuck. Opening up yourself to other people and being like a little bit more like open to what the universe could send your way will kind of help break down some of that. People kind of get stuck in that rut, right? Like sometimes we'll see somebody come in here and they're like, nope, no, I'm not dating anyone else. Nope, no, I don't like anyone else. Nope, it's gotta be him, it's gotta be him, it's gotta be him. No. Okay, but he hasn't called you in a year. Okay, so if you haven't spoken to him in a year and he's with somebody else, it's probably not him. And a year from now, you'll be sitting here saying the same thing because you got it in your head that it's got to be him. Now, it could be him, right? Shit happens. He could date somebody for 10 years and wind up back with you. But in the meantime, you want to spend the 10 years obsessing over somebody who's not returning your phone calls? Because I don't want to do that. But sometimes people don't want to hear that. I think this is just my opinion, it's a personality type. Some people, they just dig their heels in and they're like, nope, this is what I want. But it can also, you can put yourself in a loop. Now, I mean, I've seen people, like I had one woman who was like telling me that she knows that it's him, They're not even in remotely the same location. And he couldn't have been any clearer to her that they were just friends. But she swears that he's in love with her. That's what she swears. I'm not gonna convince her of anything different. Nobody's gonna convince her of anything different. And it's been years and years and years. And it's a good day when he, replies to her. But to me, there's more to life than waiting all day for a text message and being lucky if it's the day that you actually get that message. But she's satisfied that that's what she wants. She doesn't want to hear that she's going to be with anyone else. So she's not open to it. So nobody else is going to come in. Because you have to be open to it in order for it to come to you. So anyway, that's that. Magic, how my dad's side of the family think and feel when G tells them what I told her today. All right, I don't know what you said, and I don't know exactly how the message is going to get relayed. But indecision comes up, arguments come up, and they feel very stuck. Probably nothing's going to come of it. But I think that they don't know what to make of it. I think they're undecided, and I think they're going to be angry. Lola, does the Libra want something more with me? I don't see anything more coming in right now. They seem to be pretty content with the way things are right now. Happy Shack, how did she think and feel about my phone call today? How did she think and feel about my phone call today? Feels good. Feels like things are moving forward. Feels like she's made it to the top of the mountain and she feels successful. So I don't know what the phone call was about, but she was happy with it. I think I'm at Davy. Love for the rest of the month. Love for the rest of the month. Water sign is around that may be of significance, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also looks like this person may be putting in a lot of effort. Listen to your intuition. Looks like communication between you and this person could come in pretty strong and you have cause for celebration. Could be with a Scorpio. You get a Scorpio here. It also looks like you may have options before the end of the month. For the end of the month, you have a Pisces that comes in, and you could have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And you may be thinking about being in a committed relationship. I don't think that's going to happen before the end of this month, though. Red, how will T and Nell react? How will T and Nell react if T finds out? How will T and Nell react if T finds out? Okay, the person finding out feels unprepared, feels like they got sharp energy around the situation. The moon is in reverse, which means something could come out with the Fool in reverse. A secret could be exposed, and there could be a big argument. Anonymous, he was around people, so he didn't say much, which I expected. He was like, so you were? And I was like, yeah. And then I said, well, that's all I wanted to tell you, and hung up. Oh, all right. Yeah, exactly. What are you going to say? Oh, is that the letter that they said they, yeah. Well, it's a difficult situation. It's a difficult situation. But I just feel like they should have gotten to the bottom of that a lot faster. Like a lot faster. Vicky, You know I'm going to ask intentions of Jay towards me in the next few days. If any, so no communication. I don't want to, but I'm thinking this is a lost cause now. Okay, let's see. Well, the problem is that you two are not on the same page. So he's reluctant to reach out to you because he feels like you want one thing and he wants another. So now he feels like it's better I just stay away from the situation because, and that's the truth. It's like if one person wants, I don't know what you want from him, but let's just say, for example, you want to be in a relationship with him and he just wants friends with benefits. Your feelings for him are never going to go away if you're continuing with the friends with benefits thing. So I get it. It's like you're always going to feel like, okay, maybe this is the time that he realizes that, we can move forward or spend more time together. Where he's kind of like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Like, that's not what I want right now. And he seems to have made the decision that he doesn't want to be in a relationship. So I don't know that you're going to hear from him this week. I'm surprised you haven't heard from him already, because it was showing that he was, like, there was communication coming in. Now it looks like communication has gone down. But Mercury's getting ready to go direct, so maybe that will change, maybe next week. I mean, I don't think you've heard the last of him. I just think that he feels like if I reach out or if we spend time together, we're not on the same page, and it's very hard to maintain a situation like that. So I would just try to give it a little bit of time. Let's see what happens. Anonymous, or the hospital. I originally went to the hospital because they did. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what about blood work? The only thing that I can think of, I'll email it to you. There's one thing that I can think of. But I still felt like that should have been, like, I don't think that you should have had to be the one that would have to say, could it possibly have been this? Just like with these fucking pharmaceutical ads. I just said to my father, I should ask my doctor about Rybelsus. Shouldn't he tell me what I need? Why are all these freaking pharmaceutical commercials? Ask your doctor about Xeljanz. Why should I ask him? Shouldn't he tell me? What do I know? Anyway, don't get me started. Get me fucking started. Ronnie, energy when I return to work. Energy is not bad. It's actually very grounded, stable, and moving forward quickly. It's not bad. I have a funny feeling, though, you're not going to be back there for very long, and you're going to get another opportunity, and you're going to hit the road. Georgia, general. Okay, you have life changing for the better for you quickly. Got some good luck coming in, and then you have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your life in general. Things seem to move forward pretty quickly. You've got a Cancer and a Scorpio that come in that may be of significance. Could make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. Also looks like you're stepping into your own self-confidence and your own strength as we move through October into November. And by the end of the year, you should feel like, I don't know, like you've come a long way. Davy, general for the rest of the month. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and negativity moves into the past. No longer feeling held back. Got some money coming in, and you've got cause for celebration that comes in. The world is at your feet, and you have happiness that comes out over your life. It also looks like you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You're prepared for the future, or you're feeling prepared for the future, and you may be feeling better compensated and better respected around work. Love always, what are JJ's next actions towards me? communication. Communication should come in relatively soon. Big Mama, what's coming towards me in love next week? Okay, you have plenty of options. So you have things, if you're in a relationship, this would be a well-functioning relationship. If you're not, things should just be working smooth with you and any love options that you're around you next week. Now, you have a Virgo, you've got a Sagittarius, you've got a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and it looks like you may be exploring options. Could have some new energy coming in too. That's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Julie, do you see things changing for the better with C and I, or is it the same old? I don't see much changing in the immediate future. It's still looking like pretty much the same old as of right now. Davey, the Sagittarius next move, if any, no communication. Anxiety moves into the past, communication comes in out of the blue. I would say before the end of the month, you should hear from her. Mariana, Cancer's intentions and feelings towards me. They're coming up as undecided. There's a little bit of indecision around their intentions. They think that you're a kind, caring person who's smart, intelligent, attractive, funny, kind-hearted, and spontaneous or exciting. But their intentions, they're very undecided. They spend a lot of time thinking about things, but they're not 100% sure of what they want. Red, will Nell stick besides A in spite of? Will Nell stick beside A? Yes, I believe so. Good, Ronnie. Good. Brianna, General. Got money coming in. You got money coming in. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You got some good karma coming back to your life, and you may be not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward. Making a decision for your life to move forward serves you well. Anxiety moves into the past. Got money coming in. Got some serious money coming in. Julie, when will the Libra decide to walk off? Probably he'll be moving forward with his life before the end of this year. He's like, yeah. Ronnie, does my brother know that I visited the cemetery? Yes, he definitely knows. Definitely. The woman that reads for me always says, like, how fucking funny is this? So, years ago, right, I've been seeing her since I think like the end of 2002. My mom died in 99. My grandfather died in 99, January 10th, Avery's birthday. And we used to go up to the cemetery a lot, and it's a huge cemetery. And it's kind of crazy the way you get up there, but anyway, because it's kind of on like a mountain. So we used to go up there a lot when my grandfather first died. And, you know, make sure it was clean and put, you know, candles or whatever kind of shit we put up there. In front of my grandfather, there was this, we used to laugh because this guy, he died at the end of 98. Like, I want to say it was December of 98, and then my grandfather died immediately after, and so we always were like, oh, they're neighbors. So what does this guy have out here? Because he has all kinds of stuff. Trees, cop cars, fire engines, radios, like all kinds of stuff, flags. So years go by, and every now and again, my brother or I or somebody would go up there, and there would be flowers on my mom's grave or my grandfather's grave or all of those graves. And I'd be like, were you there? And my brother would be like, no. Or he would go up and he'd be like, who put the candle there? And I'd be like, I don't know, I haven't been there. And so I don't know exactly what year it was, but it had to be like 2005, 6, 7, something like that. I'm having a reading with her, and she keeps saying to me, your mom is giving me a name. And I'm going through all these names, and she's like, no, 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 it's not that. So finally I said my grandfather's name, and she's like, that's it. She goes, that's it. And I was like, that's my grandfather. And she's like, he's buried behind my father. And she's like, you know, I go up there all the time, and I cleaned the, you know, the graves around him, because I always say that they're neighbors. And she's like, sometimes I bring flowers. I'm like, so you've been putting flowers on my grandfather and my mother's graves for all these years, and I never knew that that was you? And she didn't know it was me because she never knew my last name. I always paid in cash, so I always just gave her cash. She didn't know my last name. How fucking funny is that? Anyway, so she always says to me that when she would go up there, she's like, they're not there. They're out doing other things. She's like, I just go up there because I like to go up there. But she's like, there are other places. She's like, your mother always says, yeah, you know I don't live there. Anyhow, how funny is that? This cemetery's huge. Anyhow. Brianna, off work since Tuesday from the viral infection. What can I expect when I go back to work on Monday? I think that things will be fine when you go back on Monday. I think that you should be feeling better. I think that there's happiness around the situation, feeling a little bit more grounded and a little bit more balanced. Tiffany, General. Your perseverance pays off. Have a little bit of patience because things are about to fall into place for you. Moving on to greener pastures, especially when it comes to work, business, or school, whatever you do all day, you get a large sum of money coming in. Feeling prepared for things to move forward. You've got money coming in here. The world is at your feet. If you've been feeling frustrated, just try to let it go because things are about to fall into place for you. Also looks like you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, plus also maybe even a little road trip. Mariana will come forward and try to fix things. I don't see him putting in all that much effort right now. He seems like he's kind of sort of detached and disconnected. Davey, I had a string of bad luck the past few weeks all of a sudden. Sagittarius left, car died, surfboard broke, and I got into a fight and broke my knuckle. Is this because of the retrograde and will it get better? Yes. There was, over the last few weeks, every planet except for Venus and Mars have been retrograde. Saturn just went direct, Mercury's about to go direct, and I think Jupiter is about to go direct as well. So yeah, the energy is going to change. So if Sagittarius left under Mercury retrograde, she should come back when Mercury goes direct. Yeah, your luck will change. Yeah, and tomorrow is the beginning of things starting to get better because we have Jupiter sextiling the sun. We're probably at about If we were at 23 degrees of Libra, let me see if I can get the planets here quick. Current planets. We're at 21 degrees of Libra. Damn. So Jupiter, which is in retrograde right now, is going to hit 21 degrees of Aquarius tomorrow, which is going to sextile the sun at 21 degrees of Libra, which is opposite my moon. Tomorrow should be a good day for me. Huh, wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. Oh, and the moon too. The sun and the moon. Well, Jupiter should conjunct the moon. Huh. Tomorrow should start off a good. Tomorrow should be the beginning of the planetary bullshit starting to unscrew itself. Let me just see. Okay, Mercury is going to go direct October 18th. Jupiter is going to go direct October 18th. Saturn, I think, just went direct. When Mercury and Jupiter turn around on the 18th, we'll be in much better shape than we've been in weeks. Julie, so C didn't really mean the text that he sent. It was just a lead on referring to what I sent you. No, I don't think that he was leading you on. I just don't think that he comes, it's like he's okay with the way things are right now. So he's not looking to change anything because he's okay with it. See, for some reason, men and women don't usually seem to be on the same page. It's like men are like, okay, things are good. I'm happy with the way things are right now. I'm not looking for anything else. Where women are always like, is it going to get better? Am I going to have more? Are we going to get married? Are we going to move in together? I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. Men aren't usually looking at things like that. It's not that he didn't mean what he said. He does mean what he said. But he doesn't feel like he needs to do anything different. Now, if you want something different from this situation, you're going to have to tell him. And I would try to not have the energy of sitting around waiting on him all the time, but have more of the energy of like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want. Are you coming with me? Otherwise, I'm leaving you behind. Because the energy of the situation is very much you waiting on him. I know that you say that you're not, but the energy of the situation is you are. You know, it's like you're there waiting for him to call you, to show up, to spend time with you, and he's doing whatever it is he's doing, which I don't think he's doing bad things. That's not what I'm saying. But his energy isn't waiting on, like, when is she going to call me? When is she going to see me? When is she going to want to spend the night here? He's not, like, that's not where he is right now. He's happy with the way things are, so he doesn't think anything of it. And I think that that's just really common with relationships, especially when relationships are undefined, or, you know, you're kind of seeing each other and then, you know, it's kind of been back and forth. Like, things are sort of undefined, but he's okay with it. So he's like, he's not even thinking like that anything has to change, because he feels like things are okay. But don't you feel that it's comforting that they're not there? I mean, who would want to live in a cemetery? Like, what I think, now that I could be totally wrong, but like I would think to myself that once you get to the other side, you would have a chance to do all the things that you couldn't do here, or go to places that you couldn't go to here. Like, imagine if you were able to do things like that and just be at that place. Like, oh, I want to see the pyramids in Egypt, or I want to go to Eiffel Tower, and just being able to be there. Now, that might not be true. That may be something I've made up in my head, but like, that's what I would think. Like, or maybe just float around. I don't know. I don't know. Anonymous, how did he feel, or what was he thinking when I told him? I think he was shocked. I don't think he had any idea. I don't think he saw that coming. I think he was shocked. I think it's going to take him time to digest it. You know, it's like shocking. That's the best way I can describe it. Wasn't expecting that. Brianna, love. Pleasure celebration comes in when you let go of negativity, you let go of expectations. Things seem to change for the better for you quickly around a situation with a Scorpio. You got a Scorpio around. It also looks like a relationship can strengthen and you may be feeling much more successful. And I don't mean lower your expectations, but just kind of let go of the expectations. Things can move forward pretty quickly. Allison, love reading. Allison, love reading. You may be feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant with this card here. You may also feel like if you're in a relationship right now, you may feel as if it's gone out of balance, and you could feel like the communication is kind of stuck, it's stagnant. However, you're no longer holding yourself back. So if you're unhappy with the way things are right now, somebody comes in and makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Could be a Libra, could also be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Looks like you have the ability to manifest new opportunities and you move forward with a soulmate connection, but you may make a decision to leave something in the past that you feel is either lacking something or is just no longer working for you. Big Mama, what's the Libra's next action towards me for the next 2 weeks? Well, communication picks up over the next couple of weeks and things should start to move forward. Looks like you got a new journey here on the horizon, and they may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and there's the Libra, shows up right in the spread. I hate those talks too. I also hate that my mind wanders and like a negative Nelly, and I hate that that's part of life that we all have to deal with. I just think it sucks. Red, how long will T and A stay a secret? I would say probably about 3 or 4 months. 3 or 4 weeks or 3 or 4 months. I think it's going to be months. Beautiful one, General, for tomorrow. Could come up with a creative way of bringing in extra money, or maybe even thinking up of a side business. Stepping into your own strength. Twist of fate brings in some good luck. Things change you for the better quickly. A Cancer enters. It also looks like a Scorpio is around. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. It also looks like you've got success coming in around business. I don't know if it's that Page of Pentacles, which would be like a new business opportunity. Or, like, to me, Page of Pentacles is like a side gig that you do at your own pace. It also could be like your own side business. Mariana, General, for the next 48 hours, good and bad. Well, you might be feeling a little bit anxious about something or someone. You may also be feeling like things are a little bit stuck. You may feel a little bit upside down around finances too. However, you got money coming in. So Virgo around that may be of significance. You should be feeling a little bit more like you have life coming back into balance, but it still looks like you're holding yourself back, or you may be holding on to something that just isn't working. And you may have to just make the decision to let go of what's not working in order for your life to move forward. Otherwise, you could be feeling stuck and stagnant for more than just the next 2 days. It could take time. Luna, Terry and I'm not sure who the second person is, goals towards our connection. Terry and yours, like you and Terry's, your goal, their goals together. I don't want it. What Terry and you, like, what your goals are for the connection? I mean, I would like to see if you two are on the same page, you mean? Let me just look into this. Well, it looks like there's plenty of room for growth, change, and transformation around this situation moving forward. I don't see a committed relationship here right now. That's not a big deal to me because that could come down the line. If this is a new connection, don't worry about it. We just might not be there yet. It does look like it's got success around it, and feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Looks like this situation is slow and steady wins the race. Don't be afraid to express yourself and let him know what you want or what you're hoping for in the future. And I would be honest. And it looks like communication looks good, and the two of you should be spending some time together. It also looks like it's pretty stable. So even though I don't see a commitment yet, the relationship's got a lot of potential. So I would just be honest about what you want in the future and see what he says. Because I think you guys are pretty much on the same page. Maria, did the guy with the camera tonight was trying to help us cover up for his neighbor? Did the guy with the camera tonight was trying to help us cover up for his neighbor? Uh-oh. Yes, I think so. I don't know what happened to the neighbor, but yeah, I think so. Ronnie, is the arthritis or the gout in my big toe? Either way, I'm ready to chop it off. You know, I don't, you see this picture here? This guy that my dad did a picture of. Hang on. That guy? He's my dad's friend. He said when he goes to the barber, he says, why do I have to pay full price? Because he's got no hair on top. All right, let's see. Is this arthritis? I think it's arthritis. And I think I'm starting to get arthritis too in my ankles. If you want me to be honest. I don't know, they say that with arthritis, things to stay away from. Like, I think like tomatoes are supposed to be bad for arthritis. So anything that, fucking can't eat anything. Can't have tomatoes now. Can't have dairy, can't have ice cream, can't eat meat, I don't want to eat meat. Can't have bread. What, you fucking eat paper. Can't. Yeah, no, you can't have paper. You need paper. I was showing my dad years ago, my friend at his dance studio. He did a video where he was teaching me how to tap dance, and it's on my channel somewhere. And I showed it to my dad, and I was looking at him like, I can't believe that how much thinner I was then. And thinking back then, like I remember feeling like so fat because I was like at my heavier end of my scale. Like I can tell you that I know that I weighed 131 pounds that day. That's fucked up that I remember that. But anyway, I weighed 131 pounds that day. And I was like, oh man, I wonder if I can ever get back down there because it sure as fuck has been a struggle. Anyway, anyhow. Oh damn, and I can't get to my email on this phone. I have to get it on my other phone and Avery has it. I'm afraid to go in there. You know what, I'll answer you through email when I go in there later. I think she's asleep. Luna, why did I not hear back from the twin flame physician today? And what did she see in the cards that she read? I can't really answer on what somebody else read. Is this her name here? Her name is the twin flame physician? Alright, let's see. Why did I not hear back from the twin flame? Oh, the twin flame psychic, is that her name? She was busy. She had too much going on. She has too much going on and she's feeling burdened and weighed down. I don't think she's gotten to it yet. That's why you haven't heard back from her. But, I mean, what did she see in the cards? I can't really read on what somebody else did. Besides, I don't know whether or not she did it yet. It doesn't look like, it looks like she has too much on her plate and she hasn't gotten through to everyone yet. This is what I think she either saw or will see, but it's very hard to read on what somebody else is seeing because I don't have her spread in front of me. I would say that she would be warning you of being hurt by something or being disappointed in something around a committed relationship. She also may be telling you that there's a third party involved, and she may tell you that there's lacking perseverance. I would be careful with this. I would be careful only because I don't know how well you know this person, but usually with something like this, what comes next is they have a solution for you, and it costs money. I would be careful. If it's negativity or some kind of nonsense, you got a black aura, you got a curse on you, I wouldn't believe it. I would be careful. I don't know, I kind of don't trust this. I'm normally very skeptical, right? And I'm skeptical as to what she's going to say to you, or she's going to try somehow to get something else out of you. I mean, I can't swear that. I don't see deceit. Like, it's not showing that she's deceiving you or that she's lying to you. But I'm afraid that she's going to say that if you don't do this, you're never going to be happy. I got to tell you, I don't like that name, Twin Flame Psychic. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, because to me, I think the whole twin flame thing is a lot of bullshit. So if you're naming yourself that, you're kind of calling in people that want to be told that they're going to be with their twin flame, or this is their twin flame. With that, it kind of sets up, I don't want to talk bad about somebody I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this person is legitimate and honestly believes in this stuff, and that's fine. I'm skeptical. That's just me. I've been ripped off a million times. So that's why I'm saying be cautious. Oh, okay. Yeah, I contacted somebody once. shouldn't even say this on the internet. I shouldn't even say it because it's so embarrassing. It's going to be on record and somebody could fucking hear it. And I was with one of my friends and we were in the car and I was telling him this story. And she was totally a scam. You know, I was in a total desperate situation. I don't remember what I paid her, but she was going to look into it. She was going to do this. She was, I forgot what they called it, but when I called her, like I had her number, when I called her, they kept saying something, she's in session or she's, I don't know what it was a weird term. It wasn't session, it was something weird. And I said to my friend, oh, she's in whatever. And I'm like, I don't remember, but he was like, he said, do we hear what we talk? Do we hear how we talk? Do we hear what's going on? Do we hear what's coming out of our mouths? He was like, don't call this woman back again because she's lying to you. It was the same thing. It was like, I called her and she was like, I'm just getting off the highway now. I'll call you when I get home. I'll be home in 5 minutes. Never heard from her again. Which to me, if you scammed me and I did something stupid, okay, fine. It's my bad. I did something really stupid. But do I gotta keep calling her back? Like once wasn't enough? Eventually I took the hint and I got lost. It was a long time ago. That had to be back in like 2006. My friend was like, he's like, are you listening to yourself when you talk? And I was like, yeah, I got it. Anyway. Well, you know what? Hopefully she'll get back to you with some kind of a reading. And if she does and she was just something came up or she was late or whatever, she was overbooked or someone had a crisis, sometimes that happens, right? Somebody calls up hysterical and you gotta deal with them. But I just wouldn't give her any more money. And you know, if she says something like, you know, you got this curse or a hex or your first grade teacher sent you bad vibes, then I would just leave it at that and move forward. Because I don't really think that you have anything terrible that's going on. I think actually things look really good for you. Cancerian, general, sure. That happiness coming out over your life. You got an earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is coming into balance. Life changes to the better for you quickly. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant, and you may be feeling better compensated and better respected around work, school, or business. You can get communication coming in that you've been either hoping to hear from somebody or hoping to hear back from somebody. Whatever it is, there's positive communication coming in. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, thank you. I hate seeing people in vulnerable positions get scammed. And it's happened to me so many times. I mean, it's happened to a lot of people. I just think that it really sucks. I mean, I've done stupid shit in my day, so listen, I'm not here to judge because I've done it. Miss Billy, love. I'm gonna go see if I can scan my other phone. You got a wish that comes in around love. You got growth, change, and transformation in your love life moving forward with long-term potential. If you're with someone now, great. If you're not with anyone, you have a Cancer and a Scorpio around that could be potential. You also have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini that comes in. Love looks like it's moving forward. Be wise. YC doesn't answer back to my hello. Feels stuck and stagnant and is also a little bit disrespectful. I mean, if you're saying hello to somebody and they ignore you, that's kind of disrespectful. Anthony, how are things between the Cancer and me in the near future? Well, you have happiness that comes in eventually, but it's gonna take time. Nothing is changing around the situation for the better fast. It's kind of like slow and stagnant. Oh, I did that one. Yeah, I did. Well, I did. Sanch for the rest of the day. No longer holding yourself back. You got some choices and you could be exploring them. A Taurus comes in, also a Virgo is around. It looks like maybe taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you're no longer feeling stuck. You may be feeling like life is finally starting to move forward. Cimarron General for tomorrow. You may be feeling like a disappointment has moved into the past, and you may feel like you're moving forward towards greener pastures. Looks like you have cause for celebration that comes in around success. Whatever you've been working on recently, you should accomplish, be successful, and feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Abhishek, how did she think and feel about my phone call today? I did that one, right? And I said that she felt good about it. Well, I did. Peace of mind. Did my mother lie? I think that she did, yeah. Fia, did I do Fia for general? I can't remember. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Anybody remember? High vibration this weekend. Feeling like a wish comes true, although things may be kind of slow and stagnant. It also looks like you could have some money coming in this weekend. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The hard work that you put into schoolwork, business pays off. Money comes in. Ajit, how did she feel about our conversation? Pretty good. Good. Feels like perseverance has paid off. Maybe feeling calm and serene, and like things either are on the right track or successful. Paula, when will the Taurus contact me? Probably within the next 5 to 7 days. Isabella, what will be at the work next week? Next week looks like a pretty good week. Things seem to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune, a little bit of good luck comes in. Perseverance pays off. Things change for the better quickly. You may be feeling stable around work. I know tarot. I have neuropathy that worsened because of a fall. It's taken so much of my needed independence, as my mom especially. Will my health legs improve enough for me to at least drive again? I think so. I think so. It could take time, but I think so. Is there anybody here I have an answer for yet? Or did I make it through everybody? when I do tell C what I want, how would he respond? He's gonna be undecided. He's gonna come up with indecision. I don't think, you see, you're gonna come to a point where you either have to accept that this is the relationship that he's willing to give you, and you have to play by his rules. He comes when he comes, he shows up when he shows up, and you have to be okay with that, or you have to let him go. But you're not gonna be able to make him do something that he doesn't wanna do, and it's like you're trying to change the situation's not changing. So I would tell him how you feel, I would tell him what you want, and then take it from there. But it's like, it's like you're trying to make something happen, but he's not playing along with it. You know, it's like he's just like, yeah, I'm coming over, and then he doesn't come over. But you kind of accept that behavior from him because you keep seeing him. So he knows that he can get away with that, and he knows that he doesn't have to put in a lot of time or a lot of effort because you keep taking him back when he does show up. So he's kind of cultivated this pattern where he knows that he can kind of get away with this. It's hard to change it. Like once you get into the groove of a relationship, it's very hard to change that pattern because people know what they can get away with. So this is kind of an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle, you know. So you're gonna have to either accept it, like this is what it is, or, you know, I would tell him exactly how you feel though, and then see where it goes from there. Broken heart. How will F and his family feel when he finds out the things I said? Stressed out. I don't know what you said, but feels stressed. Slow and steady wins the race. Stress around the situation. I don't know what you said, but that's how it comes up. But, you know, once again, whenever you're getting information from a third party that's coming through the telephone line, you don't know what they're gonna hear or what's gonna, you know, what exactly is gonna be said. So the stress comes up around this, whatever it is they hear, but that may not be what you said. Rochelle, what are my person of interest intentions with me when it comes to our connection so far? I would say their intentions would be slow and steady wins the race. The Fool is in reverse. There may be something that needs to be dealt with around the relationship before it can move forward quicker, but they are willing to explore the opportunity, and it does look like communication is picking up. Lily, will my boss leave until the end of this month? I think the boss does leave, yeah. Davey, all these things happen during the retrograde, but what can I expect in general in the next 2 weeks? Well, relationships should get back on track. Anything that happened during Mercury retrograde can get reversed once Mercury goes direct. So if communication went down with someone, communication can pick back up. It also looks like you may feel like your relationships are running smoother with the Six of Pentacles. You may have more choices coming in, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Now there are some things that happen that are, you know, it's just part of life. Like the car dies, that happens. You know, could it be a bad planetary aspect? Of course it could be. I mean, it's like one thing after another. That's why they're all kind of layered on top of one another, and it seems like it's a big, it's like, shit, I can't get a break. That happens. But as we move forward, it's like you're starting to feel unstuck. You're starting to feel like things are moving forward. I wouldn't suggest getting a new car until after Mercury's out of the shadow period. I don't know if you got a new car yet, but if you didn't, I would wait until we get to like at least a couple of more weeks, because Mercury will still be in the shadow period. But things could change for you for the better quickly. Perseverance pays off. May even be taking a road trip. Arguments, bickering, disagreements move into the past. Sagittarius shows up. A Leo shows up. Feeling a little bit more balanced financially, or financially stable. Lily, how will be with OV, my boss, in the near future? How will it be with OV, my boss, in the near future? I wouldn't expect anything to change for the better quickly. It looks like there's nothing around the situation changes quickly, and it looks like there may be sharp energy around the situation. But it does look like at some point there's growth, change, and transformation around things changing around that job. So that's positive. I don't know, the boss may just be difficult. He's trying, I don't think he's gonna put you out. I don't think that'll happen. Cece, when do you see Em and I hanging out next? Well, there's some indecision around the situation, but you'll probably hang out before the end of October. I just can't give you an exact time because there's too much indecision around it. Manazi, I'm in the hospital. They're gonna keep me to have my son. Oh, wow. Let's see. Is everything okay? I don't think they're going to keep you. I'm not convinced that they're going to keep you, not at this point. And how does he feel about our connection? Okay. I would say he may be slow and steady wins the race, though, so I wouldn't expect like miracles or things to be like a crazy whirlwind. But it does look like he's pretty confident in the connection. He's prepared for things to move forward. Communication looks good, and he seems happy and content. You bought a new car? Alright, don't worry about it. I mean, I actually bought my first Volkswagen very close to Mercury retrograde. Like, I don't know if, I want to say I bought it on October 26th, and Mercury went retrograde like on the 28th, or it went, I don't know, it was very close to the retrograde period, and I never lived to regret the first car. The second Volkswagen that I bought, the one that I have now, I was sure that I was not under Mercury retrograde going to do the same thing. And I didn't buy it under Mercury retrograde, but I kind of regret this one. Like, this one has just been much more difficult. The first one had a much better engine, the 5-cylinder. This turbo one burns oil. It's a pain in the ass. But anyway, so don't worry about it. Jay Allen, how'd Heather feel when she saw me at work tonight? How did Heather feel when she saw me at work tonight? Good, she's got a lot of respect for you. thinks that you're grounded and stable, thinks that you're kind, caring, hardworking, intelligent, and attractive. Elizabeth, general. Things change for the better for you quickly. You got money coming in, stepping into your own strength. Have a little bit of patience, because I think that you're going to come to a point relatively soon where things are just going to start to fall into place for you. All of a sudden, life starts to move forward pretty quickly through perseverance. You may hear from somebody that you've been hoping to hear from. You can run into an old friend you haven't seen in quite some time, and you have money coming in. How do you see my day going to go and train it? Okay. Good. Perseverance paid off, and cause for celebration. It should go really well. Divine beauty, weekend general. You have a wish. Things change for the better for you quickly, and life moves forward. Could be spending time with Cancer, could also be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Looks like you got some money coming in too. Taurus shows up. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will serve you well. Saha, what is my depth feeling for me today? What is my depth feeling for me today? Deb thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere. Thinks that you're smart and intelligent. Might hear from this person. And thinks that you're very passionate. Aries star, general for my studies this weekend. Things move forward for you pretty quickly. Focus on what needs to get done, and you'll get things done pretty quickly through perseverance. And then after that, there'll be a new journey on the horizon, where maybe something comes in that's spontaneous and fun, comes in out of the blue. Social butterfly, 24 hours. Got some money coming in, stepping into your own self-confidence and your own strength, laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. By the end of the 24 hours, you should feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. Pisces moon, how did my aunt feel about what I told her? Could be a little shocked, could be a little bit of a disaster, maybe a little bit upset by it. I don't think that she's upset with you. She may be upset with what you told her, or by what you told her. Mihak, what's coming to me in the near future? I would say be prepared for life to move forward with the Sagittarius. Looks like perseverance around the situation pays off. It also looks like you may be working on a creative project that serves you well. Looks like you could have a road trip coming in, or a weekend getaway. And then it also looks like you got some money coming in. Jay, how did Taurus feel when she saw me yesterday? Feels that you're perseverant, hardworking, intelligent, intuitive, kind-hearted, and attractive. Hardworking, intelligent, yeah. Lily.
I gave the opportunity to my boss to change my job somewhere else and he denied. At the same time, he is very rude towards me at work. Why is it like that with me? He doesn't want me to go. He doesn't want me to go. He doesn't want me. Maybe he's just an asshole. He just seems to be kind of difficult. Like looking to argue, looking to bicker, looking to be a pain in the ass. He also may be kind of unprepared, and he may feel like by being an asshole, he makes him feel strong and confident, or like he can get away with it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like you're real happy with this job. You could look for other opportunities, but I think that something around the situation is going to end up changing pretty quickly anyway. So it's up to you. I mean, I would throw it out there, see what else you can find. No sense staying there if you're that unhappy. Hell, what the hell? What's going on here with this stupid phone? This is what happens. You know what? I bet it's gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna die. Now it's frozen. Shit. Allison, how did Daniel feel, or what will he do if I step off? Well, it looks like, I don't know what the relationship is, but the Fool here is in reverse, which means something's gotta get revealed around the situation that will need to be dealt with before the relationship can move forward. Once that happens, the relationship can move forward and there is some good karma around it. I don't know what there's the Three of Cups is in reverse, which can indicate a third party situation here. And that may have something to do with whatever is going on. Four of Cups is in reverse, which means he should make you an offer at some point that would be hard to turn down, but I think that there's issues in the situation that need to be dealt with. It looks like he's been feeling very anxious. It looks like he may be argumentative. There also could be lies and deceit around the situation and sharp energy. Looks messy. I don't know what your relationship is. Jay. What zodiac sign will I start dating first? Leo. Well, Leo comes up first, right? Then you have a Taurus. Then you have a Gemini. Leo, Taurus, Gemini come up strongest right now. Mel, yeah, you could close them, thanks. Divine Darkness, can I take a rest today and work tomorrow? Yes, you can. Yep. Allison, I feel like he was lying to me. I gotta take my broken heart to bed. Aw. Charlene, how did Brian feel when he saw me yesterday? Happy. It seems like he was happy to see you. Mystical Neptune, will they be afraid of me when they hear the tea? Yes, I think so. Mel, general reading. Got money coming in. You've got some nice money coming in. Stepping into your own strength makes a wish come true. Plus for celebration comes in around a little bit of good karma coming in. Starting a new journey on the horizon. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and a water sign enters: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Looks like communication comes in that either you've been waiting on or hoping to hear from. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Anxiety moves into the past. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't be afraid to let everyone know what you need and what you want from them. Your perseverance pays off. A Taurus enters. Alrighty, that is it for me tonight. Tomorrow night, I will be home. And I'm hoping that I will be on like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But it depends on, my flight is landing, I think, at like 6:30, so I should be home around 7-ish. We'll see what happens. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.